part 5 of the Use It Up series. Hi friends, welcome to Carrie's Culinary Crafts, and if you're new, welcome. Here on Carrie's Culinary Crafts, we talk all things food, and today we're continuing with part 5 of the Use It Up Pantry series that we are in the middle of right now. If you haven't seen it, I will link it up here. It is a quick pantry tour and me pulling out some ingredients from my pantries in order to get them used up. They are ingredients that I'd either forgotten about or don't like, or they're expired, something like that. So I went ahead and pulled ingredients and cleared off a shelf in here and put those ingredients on this shelf. So today I'm going to go ahead and get started with the first dinner for week 5 in the series. So I have these 2 spice packets that were up in my cabinet there. These were creamy chicken and vegetables. Now you can use this to make a sauce and put over your chicken, as well as cooking the vegetables and putting the sauce over the vegetables. But I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I have 3 pounds of chicken legs here, bone-in, skin-on chicken legs. And I am just going to use this as seasoning packets. I'm going to put in this bag and make sure I get it all coated up, and then we're going to air fry them. So that is what I'm getting started on right now. I am going to go ahead and put my chicken in here. And this is a lot of chicken legs, but I'm feeding a lot of people. I've got sons and girlfriends and everybody here, so I have quite a bit of chicken in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump in these 2 packets. And hopefully that it will be enough to cover all of that chicken I have. Each of these packets are supposed to be for 1 pound, and I have 3 pounds, but I think it's going to be enough. And I'm just going to go ahead and shake my bag here and try and get them all coated. Okay, and that coated them very good. So I am just going to let these sit in the refrigerator for the day and let them marinate. Let them marinate with these spices on there, and then when it gets closer to dinner time, I'm going to go ahead and put them on a sheet pan with a wire rack above the sheet pan, and place these chicken legs on the sheet pan. And then I'm going to air fry them for 20 minutes. I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to flip them. I'm going to take the temperature to see how close they are. Most likely they're going to need another 10 minutes or so, but we'll see. But yeah, we're going to do that. And then I think I'm just going to do some garlic buttered noodles on the side. And then we're going to have some vegetable, either broccoli or green beans, one of those. So I will bring you back whenever I'm pulling them out of the air fryer and putting our plate together. Okay, so I'm making some bacon, which I put in the oven. The easiest way to cook bacon. You can do other things while it's cooking. And for the use it up, I'm going to use some of this apple butter and make some French toast with my homemade honey wheat bread. And so it will be a cinnamon apple French toast. A little bit of salt. I think I could use the rest of this. Thing used up from my pantry in the Use It Up series. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make some eggs on the griddle, and I'm going to use up one of the packets for my cabinet here and make some hollandaise sauce. And I'm going to put one of the fried eggs on top of some homemade bread toast along with an avocado and then the hollandaise sauce. And I think I will use all of the packets because that doesn't really make that much. So I'm going to use the last 2 packets as well. Good morning, friends. It is very early on this morning. I wasn't quite ready to be on camera yet. I am going to make some homemade shepherd's pie for my son who is going back to school today. This is one of his favorite meals, and I said I was going to make it this weekend, and I never got a chance to do so. So I figured I would go ahead and make some this morning before he even gets up, and that way he'll have it to take back to school with him, and then we will have dinner already made. So I'm going ahead and putting some avocado oil in this cast iron pan, and I pulled out some onions from the freezer, and I pulled out one of the garlic pucks, and I have a pound of ground lamb here that I'm going to go ahead and cook up with the onions and the garlic. And once those are cooked up, then I will go ahead and add in a can of mixed vegetables, in which you will see I will add in a second can because I realized that really wasn't making that much, so I went ahead and put in a second can of vegetables in with this ground lamb. Now, spices that I added in is salt and pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And I added a little bit of that more than bouillon that I had in my refrigerator that was in my pantry for this series, along with 1 cup of some beef broth here I added in as well as flour. And I just had 1 more pack of those instant potatoes. I went ahead and added some boiling water to it, as well as some butter, and then I'm going to go ahead and add it to my shepherd's pie and get this in the oven until it's baked nice and golden brown and heated through. And first, I will go ahead and put this in the oven with the lid on for about 30 minutes. Then I will take it off and put it in without the lid for another 10 minutes or so until the potatoes get nice and golden brown and everything is bubbly. And then I went ahead and let this cool for a while so I can easily cut into it, and then I'm going to pack some up for my son to take back to school. So I cut him 2 really large pieces to put in this Tupperware container, and that will be for my son to take back so he can have for dinners this week, and the other will be for us for dinner. And that is how I made some quick homemade shepherd's pie with ground lamb. Okay, now that I'm done with that shepherd's pie, I'm going to go ahead and make breakfast for everybody here. I am putting a couple of my herb butter cubes into this pan, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some onions and garlic. And I am going to be making ham and cheese breakfast burritos for this morning's breakfast for everybody. Along with my home canned ham that I am adding in for these ham and cheese burritos, I also added in a few jalapenos in with this as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and crack up a bunch of eggs so I can get this into the pan and get them all scrambled up, and then I will get them all wrapped up and we will have our delicious ham and cheese jalapeno breakfast burritos. And while I was going ahead and cooking up the eggs, I went ahead and decided to go ahead and make some guacamole and also put some cheese on top. And I have some American cheese slices that I wanted to go ahead and get used up, so I decided to go ahead and use that on this burrito filling. And then I grabbed that last and final packet that I had in the cabinet for this series of the guacamole, and I went ahead and made that guacamole, so that would be a nice side to dip it in. My sons don't care much for guacamole, so I wasn't going to put it on the burritos themselves. So I went ahead and just made guacamole on the side, and I put it on mine and my husband's plate. Okay, for today's dinner in the Use It Up challenge, I am going to make a beef stir fry. And from the pantry, I'm going to be using this beef stir fry mix. And I'm going to use this teriyaki hot sauce. And I have several soy sauces and hoisin sauces that I've had like left over from some Asian dinners and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and slice up this flat iron steak here, and I'm going to put it in a bag, and then I'm going to dump all my sauce ingredients in there, as well as the stir fry packet mix. And this flat iron steak, I am just slicing it into thin slices. cook this later on, all of this marinade is going to go into the pan as well, along with the meat, because we will be cooking our vegetables in there as well. So we definitely want to make sure that we get all of this marinade in there. Get some scissors. Ginger cups out of the freezer as well. Okay, we'll start with that much. I don't want it to turn out too spicy. So if I can add more once I taste it, once this cooks, then I can add more at that time. All right. So I just want to go ahead and get this steak good and covered and marinated. And I will leave this marinade all day today until we are ready for dinner. And then I'm going to cook some stir-fry vegetables in with the steak, and we're going to put this over cauliflower rice. Okay, I got my pan heating up here. I have some cauliflower rice in the microwave. I got some toasted sesame oil here. I'm going to put a little bit of this in the pan. A little bit of that goes a long way. And I'm going to add some avocado oil, just for some extra oil. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my steak that has been marinating. Not all day, but all afternoon at least anyway. I'm going to dump the steak in and any of that marinade that's in there. my cauliflower rice. I'm just putting in a little soy sauce. To find a little piece. Try and test, make sure it's not too spicy. No, but that's dang good. Yeah, the sauce isn't super spicy, so that's cool. Okay, so to close out this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my shelf here. As you can see, everything is bare. All I have left is what is in this, used to be filled with all spices. So the only things that, whoa, almost lost some sauce there. The only things I have left is what is in this right here. This used to be full of spice packets. I still have the 2 green sauces, but I know what I'm using these for. I still have a little bit, this is a full one, but the one that's in the refrigerator, let me grab it. I'm able to use, a little bit at a time because a little bit goes a long way. But I don't know if you can see, there's probably about this much left in there. So I'm using it when I can. So that is almost gone. I still have this wasabi, which I knew was going to be a problem. I still have this miso paste. I did get several ideas from some of you guys, so I will be using it soon. I still have this coconut butter, which I've also did a lot of research and found a lot of desserts that I can do with this. So I definitely will do that. And then the only spice packets that I have left, I still have this meatloaf packet. I have 1 guacamole and 1 enchilada. So these 3 are the only spice packets that I have left. And I have these spice packets, which are just on my list that I want to use up. It's not that I had to use them up, but I stuck them in here just to remind me. I'm still going to continue to use this shelf by pulling things out, but I'm going to stop the series here since I really only have 3 spice packets, coconut butter, miso paste, wasabi, the 2 green hot sauces and this quarter of container. So I'm going to stop this series here, but I'm going to continue to do what I did. I'm going to fill up this shelf with other things around the kitchen that I want to go ahead and use, and I will continue to do that. But I will stop this series here at this point since I only have those few items left. I think we did really good, and a lot of you commented that this was a great idea and that you were doing it too, and I'm glad that that you guys joined in on that. I hope that you'll share some of the different recipes that you all came up with. But you can stay tuned because I'm still going to be cooking and, you know, the what's for dinner recipes and stuff like that. So I'm still going to continue to use these items here. And whenever I fill this up again, then, you know, I will film it, but it won't necessarily be a series. You'll just see what I have in there that I plan on using up. So, and that will conclude this Use It Up series. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, remember, hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed this. And there's another way other than watching the ads for me. If you watch the ads, that helps support my channel, helps me get more videos out there. And if you also want to, there's a join button down below. If you select that, then that means you get early access to all of my videos that I have out there early. Sometimes I have a month's worth of videos. Sometimes I don't have any. It just kind of depends on how, you know, how things are going. Now it's baseball season, so I only might have a couple videos here and there out there. But you will get to see them first if you hit that join button down below and support my channel. That would be absolutely wonderful. And I thank you all very much. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, friends.